Stay-at-home moms getting paid. The hidden system turning 1 hour a day into real mompreneur revenue. The coffee had gone cold again. Another morning balancing the noise of the house and the quiet questions she kept avoiding. Can I really build something of my own? The dishes were piled in the sink, the laundry basket overflowing. And somewhere beneath it all was a dream she hadn't spoken out loud in months. She wasn't chasing millions, just freedom. The kind that fits between nap times and school pickups. The kind that doesn't require permission slips or explanations to anyone but herself. But every time she opened her laptop, the cursor just blinked back at her, waiting for courage that felt miles away. Part of her still felt guilty for wanting more, as if ambition had to disappear when motherhood began. As if choosing herself meant choosing against them. The voices were loud, practical, cautious, protective. Maybe later. Maybe when they're older. Maybe when things settle down. But things never settle down, do they? She'd scroll through social media and see women like her, building businesses from kitchen tables. Turning hobbies into income streams. Creating something that belonged to them alone. And she'd wonder, what do they know that I don't? What system are they using that makes it look so effortless? But the idea didn't come from a business book, it came from the mess on her kitchen table, a half-finished craft project, a spreadsheet she'd created to organize the family budget, a skill she'd forgotten she had because no one had asked her to use it in years. She almost gave up, until one message changed everything. A friend from years ago reached out, asking if she could help with something small, something she could do in an hour, something that reminded her she was still capable, still valuable, still more than the roles she'd been assigned. What would you have done in her place? Ignored it and stayed safe? Or taken the risk, even if it felt impossibly small? The truth is, most stay-at-home moms don't fail because they lack talent or ideas. They fail because they're waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect permission. And perfection is just fear wearing a disguise. According to recent studies, small home-based businesses, led by women, are growing 40% faster than other segments, proof that clarity often beats capital. That intuition matters more than infrastructure. That one focused hour can outperform 8 distracted ones. She started with what she had. 1 hour while the kids watched their morning show. No fancy equipment, no business plan. Just a decision to stop researching and start building. To treat that single hour like it mattered, because it did. The first week, she made nothing. The second week, she made $12. It wasn't rent money, but it was proof. Proof that the world still wanted what she could offer. Proof that she could create value on her own terms, in her own time, without asking anyone's approval. Then came the doubt, the kind that whispers louder than failure. Who do you think you are? You're not an entrepreneur. You're just playing pretend while the real responsibilities pile up. The guilt returned. Sharper this time, because now she had something to lose. Sometimes growth doesn't look like progress, it looks like staying. Staying when every instinct screams to quit. Staying when the numbers don't add up yet. Staying when no one else understands why it matters so much. But she learned something crucial in those early weeks. The hidden system wasn't about tactics or tools. It was about treating her 1 hour like sacred space. Not stolen time. Not borrowed time. Her time. Defended. Protected. Non-negotiable. She stopped multitasking during that hour. Stopped checking her phone. Stopped letting the world's urgency interrupt her own becoming. And slowly, something shifted. The hour expanded. Not in minutes, but in impact. She smiled, not because it was easy, but because it was finally hers. The secret most people miss is this. Consistency beats intensity every single time. One focused hour, repeated daily, builds more than 10 scattered hours ever could. The compound effect isn't about going viral or scaling fast. It's about showing up when no one's watching and building anyway. Her workspace was still her kitchen counter, but it no longer felt like chaos. It felt like possibility. The dishes could wait another 20 minutes. The laundry would survive. But this was the thing she'd been starving for without knowing its name. She discovered that the mothers making real revenue weren't superhuman. They were strategic. They'd found their leverage point, that one skill, one service, one product that the market actually wanted, and they'd doubled down on it instead of chasing every shiny opportunity. Some were freelance writers crafting website copy during nap time. Others were virtual assistants, managing inboxes before dawn. Some sold printable planners on Etsy, digital courses on teachable platforms, or consulting services through simple landing pages built in an afternoon. The model was almost always the same. Solve one specific problem for one specific person, then repeat. No complex funnels, no massive audiences, just clarity about who they served and why it mattered. Maybe success just wasn't meant for someone like her. That's what she'd believed for so long. But the data told a different story. Mothers returning to entrepreneurship bring decision-making speed, emotional intelligence, and efficiency that corporate environments spend millions trying to teach. They know how to prioritize when everything feels urgent. They know how to communicate clearly because toddlers don't respond to corporate jargon. They know how to build systems because chaos management is the unofficial job description of parenthood. The shift happened when she stopped apologizing for her constraints and started leveraging them. 1 hour wasn't a limitation, it was a filter. It forced her to eliminate everything that didn't directly generate value. No busy work, no vanity metrics, just impact. She tested pricing. She refined her offer. She learned to say no to opportunities that looked good but drained her capacity. And somewhere in the middle of month 3, she crossed a threshold that felt impossible 12 weeks earlier. What helped her most wasn't just finding the right tools, it was realizing that she didn't need permission to start small. She tested a few resources before finding what truly worked. And honestly, it changed everything. Simple productivity planners that protected her 1 hour. Online communities where other mompreneurs shared what actually moved the needle. Courses that taught revenue generation, not just audience building. This isn't a promotion, just something that made her path a little lighter. For her, it was a combination of Canva Pro for creating client deliverables quickly, a basic project management tool to stay organized, and one course that taught her how to package her skills into sellable services. The investment was small, but the return was permission to take herself seriously. She'll leave the links below if you want to explore them. But the real tool was her willingness to bet on herself when the outcome was still uncertain. By month 6, she wasn't rich, but she was different. The revenue covered groceries, then utilities, then started building toward something bigger. More importantly, she'd reclaimed a part of herself she thought motherhood had erased forever. Her kids noticed too, not because she was absent, but because she was present differently. More patient, more fulfilled. Less resentful of the time she gave because she'd carved out time that belonged only to her. The hidden system wasn't hidden at all, it was just obscured by noise, by gurus promising 6 figures in 6 weeks. By comparison, traps that made everyone else's journey look effortless. By the lie that you need more time, more money, more readiness before you begin. The real system was simpler. Decide what you're building, protect the time to build it, and refuse to negotiate with your own excuses. Start so small that failure feels impossible. Then do it again tomorrow, and the day after that. Disclaimer, this content is for educational purposes only and does not replace consultation or assistance from a professional. Always consult a qualified professional for any questions related to finance, business, or investments. Because here's what no one tells you. The moms making real money didn't wait until their lives got easier. They built businesses that made their lives easier. They didn't find balance, they created it, one protected hour at a time. When she poured her coffee the next morning, it was still hot, because this time, she wasn't rushing. She was building. The kitchen looked the same. The responsibilities hadn't disappeared. But she'd added something that changed everything, evidence that she could create value, generate revenue, and still be the mother she wanted to be. Not by doing more, by doing differently, by honoring that 1 hour like it held the key to everything she'd been seeking. And it did. Tell us what part of her story resonated with you most and where you're watching from. Your journey might just inspire the next one. Tell us which country or city you're watching from. See you in the next video. Bye.